Avraham Avinu doesn't feel good. 3 days after his Brit Milah, and the angels are coming to visit Avraham for many reasons. To cure him, to tell him that in a year he's going to be a father to Yitzchak, that Sarah will have a baby, to share with him the story about Sodom and what's going to happen to that city. And there's many important things that is happening in our parsha when Avraham is talking with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, with Hashem. But right at the beginning, the first pasuk is telling us something. Vayera elav Hashem be'elonei mamre. That God revealed himself to Avraham in a place called Elonei Mamre. What was exactly this place? And why do we need to know about it? Why the pasuk cannot just tell us, Vayera elav Hashem? God revealed himself to Avraham. What is Elonei Mamre? So the commentaries and Rashi is telling us that Elonei Mamre was the place named after Mamre. Who was Mamre? You're asking me? Mamre was a good friend of Avraham. And when Avraham was keeping all the mitzvot, everything that he could do, he wanted to do Brit Milah. He wanted to circumcise himself. But then he didn't know if to do it or not. And he asked Mamre, his friend, give me advice. Should I do it right now to jump on the mitzvah, to do a good action? Or should I wait till God will ask me to do it and therefore I will do it because God asked me to do it? That this is a higher level. I don't just do it for myself. I don't do it because I want to do it. I do it because God asked me to do it. That's a good leader, that he doing what he needs to do, not just for personal benefits or interests. So Mamre is giving the advice to Abraham and says, you know what? Don't do it. Wait. Wait for God to ask you to do it, because Gadol HaMetzuveh ve'oseh, it's better, it's a higher level, the person that was getting the command to do it than just to do it just because. And the Torah is writing exactly where was the place that God revealing himself to Avraham after the name of his friend, his advisor, that told him when to do the Brit Milah. Why? To show gratitude. Even though Mamre didn't really do anything, he just gave advice, little advice to Avraham. This parasha, this meeting between God and Avraham Avinu, between the angels and Avraham, all the stories that are happening, it's happening in a place named after Mamre. To show you that you always need to recognize something good when someone is doing that. Because if you refuse to recognize the good things in your life, you're going anywhere, not going anywhere. And that's the message that the Torah is giving us right now. Before we're going to cure Avraham, before we're going to share the story about what's going to happen to Sodom, before we're going to give that's amazing news about Avraham and Sarah becoming a parent of, Abba and Ima to Yitzchak, to their son, first, say thank you to the one that helped you. First, recognize the good things that you have in your life. First, show some gratitude. Vayera elav Hashem be'elonei mamre. It means that in our life, we always need to remember the good things that we have, that people are giving or doing for us, that God is giving for us. That's so important that the Torah pointed out before everything in our parsha. That's what we need. Every day to wake up in the morning and to recognize the good things that God is doing with us, that our family, that our friends, that everything good is happening to us, recognize it. Say thank you. Show some gratitude, just like Avraham, God and the Torah is doing to Mamre. For something small, we still mention that till today. And when you will show gratitude, when you will say thank you to Hashem, I promise to you, He will give you much more. Shabbat Shalom.